Hey, Paul Mack here. Just wanted to show you a few things that I got at the auction. Okay, look here. I got a couple of little flats of this. Look, it's a Nativity set. It's not hand carved. It looks like it was molded that way. But I tell you what, here's one of the wise men, and here is the centerpiece, which would be the baby Jesus with Mary, his mother, holding him. But I tell you what, when they were holding this up and fixing to, after I bid on it and won it, and they were handing it to me, one of my friends that works there at the auction, he accidentally dropped the shepherd, whose head was already off. The head was already off, but he completed the job and broke his bottom half off, which is laying here somewhere. So a little bit of super glue and he'll be better than normal, and I'll have a shepherd that actually has a head, because we don't want to celebrate Halloween here. We want to celebrate Christmas. So I'll have to do a little bit of work to this one, but it's going to be a fine nativity set. It's even got a little lamb right there, and an angel. She's only got one wing. Anybody know how to carve a wing? It's still good. Another wise man. This one's a kneeling. Here's a shepherd, threw the lamb on his back there and came on to the event. And there's a third wise man. So we got all three wise men. Where's Joseph? I thought that was Joseph. I'm missing a Joseph? Might be missing a Joseph. That could be a problem. We'll just make the headless shepherd Joseph, I guess. That'll be okay. Oh, here we go. Another one of these. Yeah, I know. Gary can't stop buying scythes and snavs and things like this. Well, I'll tell you what. An interesting thing happened at this particular auction. This snav actually had a blade on it at the time we were bidding on it. And there was another scythe that was older, weathered, rusty hardware, and it was broke off about right here. So there were this one with a blade, and then the other one, broken one with a blade, and we were bidding on them. And you know me, I have to have these old scythes, and the price went up and up and up, and finally it went up to a point where I said, oh no, I need to resell this, and I wouldn't be able to make any money off of it. So I just let the other guy have it. He seemed to want it really bad. I said, I'll pass. I've got plenty of them, So he got it. A little bit later, he comes up to me during the auction and says, I really didn't want the snath, the handle. I just wanted the blades. So would you like to have the handle? And I said, you bet. So I gave him a crescent wrench out of my toolbox, and he took the blade off, which I kind of don't understand, because the blades are pretty common. It's these handles that are, if they're in good shape and the nibs are in good shape, they're pretty valuable. But that's what he wanted, and I offered to pay him for it, and he said no. I said, well, I'll be glad to return the favor sometime, so I'll need to do a kind turn for him at some point. But I did notice it looks as though, and I sure admire this, it looks as though these nibs have been homemade. Looks like somebody might have got a stock of wood or turned this on a lathe and then cut it, and they actually did what I've talked about on the channel before. They carved the shape of the hexagon shape of the nuts there, and they've got these actually working again. And remember, as we always mention, these are reverse threads. So to loosen, you turn clockwise, and to tighten, you turn counterclockwise. So both of these have brand new nib handles. They are ready to go. I'm so excited about this snath, and I will return the favor to that guy one of these days, somehow. I don't know how. Oh, you don't see this every day. This is a skirt marker for a person who makes dresses back in the day. This one is pretty old, probably was in a dress shop or something. It's got a little bracket so that it stands on the floor there. And if you're trying to set the hem for your skirt, the bottom of your skirt, it's got like a measuring stick on it. Goes from 17 inches or down to about 8 inches, it looks like. And there's a little hole so you can see your number there. So as the lady stands next to this, which is sitting on the ground, the edge of her skirt goes down in here, and this folds up and kind of clamps the skirt in between those two pieces of metal. You insert a pin, a straight pin, through the little hole and then open it up, and the pin is in the fabric and it comes out of here, and the pin marks exactly the length of the skirt so that the milliner, what's a milliner? That's a hat maker. So that the lady who makes dresses can hem the skirt at the proper level, because you don't want those skirts too high back in the day. You want them just at the right height, which this would help you do. So a skirt marker. Sometimes it's kind of neat. The auction before, I saw one, I didn't get it, but there was another skirt marker that was probably older than this one, and it had a little hand pump and a tube and a little bottle of chalk dust or whatever that sits right here. And the same principle, the lady would walk up with the long skirt on, and you would set this at the proper height and then squeeze the little hand pump, and it would blow chalk exactly where that hem needed to be. So maybe I should have bought that other one. Anyway, skirt marker. Oh, it's Christmas time in July. Looky here. I've got one of these. You remember these? They're kind of, they've been around a while. They're Christmas trees. Got to be careful here. Here's the base, which has a light fixture in it. Put a light bulb here. I got the light bulb right here. Goes right there. And then the top fits right on the base. You see it's got a little hole there where the light bulb goes in and makes all the lights light up, and even the star has some light to it. And so this is a easy way that people didn't have to set up your a real Christmas tree back in the day. Just put it on a desk and plug it in. Shoot, keep it out all year round if you wanted to. These have gotten to be valuable again these days. So now we're going to have one at Gap Mercantile for sale. Maybe you'd like to come buy it, so please do. It'll make it for a Merry Christmas. I want to tell you about our little general store that my family and I operate in beautiful Caddo Gap, Arkansas. It's called Gap Mercantile. And we have a variety of things there you're going to want to see. For one thing, we've got a lot of antiques. A lot of what I've shown you today will probably end up in our store there at Gap Mercantile. We've got old tools, t-shirts, jellies, jams, scented soaps, and even toys for the kids. Would you believe that? There's something for everybody there. So go to my Farmhands Companion website, drill down to the Palmax Gap Mercantile page, and read all about the history of the store and what we have to offer there. And come see us in Caddo Gap, Palmax Gap Mercantile. Hey, got a box of extension cords, you know those cheap brown ones, and several power strips. I'm always needing another one of these. Well, I have, here's one of them three-way deals that's always handy because I'm out with a saw. Got the Sawzall I need in one spot, and then I need the little miter saw or the skill saw, and I always need them at the same time, and I have to keep unplugging. There's my three-way so that I don't have to do that. That's real handy. So I'm good for extension cords. Extension cords, duct tape, extension cords, and super glue, and rusty fence wire. That's all you need to get things done on the farm. Man, I was excited about this. I want you to look at this. I have two cast iron tea kettles, and listen, these things are old. Let me tell you how I know, because if you'll look on the bottom of them, they don't have a maker name or anything, but they have a long raised line on it, and this is called a gate, G-A-T-E. I don't know why they call it that, but when you see these on there, this was the old casting process for making skillets or Dutch ovens or iron kettles like this. they would have the process would leave this gate on it. So that's how you know how old they are. And generally, when you see that gate, you can pretty much be sure that it goes back to the 1800s. And this one also, this one has a star on it. So number 8, it says. This one's a number 8. So somebody from Texas needs to buy this one. And this one also, as I said, it's a number 8. Now these could go on a normal modern propane stove, stovetop. But one of the beauties of them is that the bottom is indented such that it can sit down in the eye of one of those old wood cook stoves. And so you would take the plate off the eye and just set the pot directly on that eye and warm up your water for tea or coffee, or just, I don't know, warm up your broth, whatever you wanted to warm up that was liquid, in an old 1800s cast iron tea kettle. Why is this, looks like this angel is holding a, look at this. Looks like this angel is holding a commode plunger. Can anybody tell me what that is? I mean, does that not look like a commode plunger? I'm gonna have to do some research on that.